You kill a person in cold blood on Tuesday morning, and on Friday, you're making a joke about how you killed people in the past and you'll do it again.
I was trying to defend myself. I didn't know I killed her. I just want to go home.
On June 5th, 2018, 17-year-old Chrystul Kizer sits stunned, knowing she's not going home. She's accused of shooting 34-year-old Randall Volar, but the case was not as simple as it seemed on the surface. As the detectives press her, the chilling truth behind her actions slowly begins to emerge.
He started touching me, and then I had blacked out. It did that all I heard was gunshots.
Where did you?
Yeah.
This, like this?
Yeah, but like, it was like, yeah.
What follows is the puzzle detectives must solve, whose resolution would shatter the line between humanity and inhumanity, revealing just how far a human can be pushed before they break. By the end of the interrogation, one question would remain. Is Chrystul a cold-blooded killer or a damaged girl who was pushed too far? On June 5th, 2018, in Kenosha, Wisconsin, Chrystul Kizer was pulled into a darkly twisted interrogation after being suspected of killing Randall Volar III, a man tied to a disturbing connection that was soon about to surface.
Well, again, I'm going to be honest. Let's just start with you in Kenosha. All right. Obviously, we're Kenosha detectives. Are you interested in knowing why you're talking to Kenosha detectives?
Yes.
Okay. So we believe that you've been down here before. All right. Willingly or unwillingly. But obviously, we got bad people in town, and I'm going to ask you because we're going to show you a picture. If this looks familiar with somebody that's down here in Kenosha. Okay. What do you think?
That's me.
Yeah?
I don't know how you got that picture.
No?
No.
Who do you think took that picture?
I don't know.
Well, this picture? It's okay. I know you're obviously upset. We can tell that that picture upset you. Does it upset you?
No.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
What's that from?
Midpoint Hotel.
I'm sorry?
Midpoint Hotel in Milwaukee. It's a motel.
Okay. Who took that picture?
I don't know. That was a long time ago. That was last year before I went to jail, so I don't remember.
Well, we had another detective who was investigating some crimes that took place with a bad dude here in Kenosha. And when we looked into his case, we came across your pictures. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
That was.
So that's why I'm here, because of these pictures and this stuff.
Partially. So I'm asking, do you remember being down at a guy's house here in Kenosha?
No.
You may not remember these photos being taken necessarily because I don't think you knew they were being taken. I think you were being recorded without your knowledge on a video camera. And we have some more, we have the video and
The video of what?
video of you that you were being recorded.
Oh.
And we just kind of made photos from some of the video. And there's more photos. I kind of want to bring in like the least shocking ones.
What is that?
You know what I mean?
No.
Well, I didn't, just to say that some of the photos are a little more graphic.
Oh.
You know what I mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
So do you have any ideas who did that recording?
No.
You know, it's like Josh said, we want to be straight with you, and we are being straight with you,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a two-way street.
I know, but I don't know who took the picture or recorded me. I just know that this was from before I went to jail, because that's the hairstyle I had. And so, it's true.
Okay.
Well, summer, I think.
So how old were you in that photo?
16.
16. Well, the person who took the video that we made into a photo, he's a lot older than that. A lot older. And it's like Josh said, he's a bad guy. He shouldn't have been with a 16-year-old girl.
Right from the start, there is an uneasiness in the interrogation. It is understood that many heavy questions lie between the detective and the suspect. The detectives ask questions that are both calculated and deliberately vague. But this awkwardness won't last. Soon, the conversation will spiral into a tangled mess of lies and deceit, each layer more toxic than the last.
So let me just, do you smoke weed?
Yes.
So you smoke weed, that obviously, like when I think of high, you smoke weed and you get high, right?
It wasn't that type of high.
Right. So that's my question, like what kind of high was, what happened?
It made me like, it made my jaws tense up, my head like feel weird, like making me see like all colors and stuff.
So you did see some stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see hallucinations at all?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Okay. How long will that high last for?
It lasted for a long time. Like it'll keep me up until like my whole body shut down.
Sure. So when you did that, did that happen? Would he give you that every time you met with him?
No,
Not all the time? Just that
No.
first time?
no, sometimes.
Okay. Did he ever give you any other drugs?
No,
Okay.
No cocaine or anything like that?
no,
Did he ever give you, when he would give you that little tab you put in your mouth, would he give you any other drug in addition to that at the same time?
no.
Where did most of that stuff take place? Was it at his house or was it at?
No, in Milwaukee at Midpoint, a motel. I never been to his house before.
Okay. Where does he live at?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't even know?
No, I don't ask.
Okay.
They told me not to ask for the address for where he stayed or the name, or they gonna think something up. So I did it.
Okay.
Do you think you would recognize him if you saw a photo of him?
I think, yeah. Yeah, that's him.
How's it make you feel to see him again?
Good. Is he okay?
Why would he be?
I don't know. I didn't know I was gonna be put into something like this, about this.
So you said it makes you feel good to see him again?
Yeah,
Why is that?
because he's like my friend. He helps me. He helped me once I needed help.
What kind of help would he give you?
Like, if, like my mom, she puts me out. If I don't have nowhere to go, I'll ask him if he can give me money so I can go somewhere. Or if he could call an Uber so I can go somewhere. And then sometimes he'll do it. And then sometimes he don't, but I still thank him for it.
Is he pretty well off?
What does that mean?
Good, do you get a lot of money?
I don't know.
When he would give you money, how much would he give you?
Like $40, $60. That's it.
Did it seem like he had more money on him?
I don't know. No. Mm-hmm.
So he'd set up Uber rides for you?
Yeah, just one time.
Okay. When was that ride, do you recall?
I don't know. Last time I saw him.
Chrystul portrays herself as a regular teen, stunned by the horror of what happened. But what she doesn't realize is that the detectives are a step ahead, quietly unraveling the cracks in her vision of events. As more details emerge, it's clear this isn't just a tale of abuse. there's more to Chrystul than meets the eye.
So how did we get involved with this?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
How did my brother even get the car?
That's what I'm hoping you can help us out with.
I didn't even know that he was in trouble or that he had got a car. Cause like after I went to court, my lawyer said that it's best for me not to have any contact. So that's what I did. I stayed away. I stopped texting my brother and everything. And then like a few hours later, my sister texted me saying that he got arrested and got tased. And then I asked him what happened. She said that he got caught in a car, and I asked her what kind. She said it was an SUV.
That was a different guy. That was a different car he was in. But he was in the Beamer. He was in his Beamer that same day or the day before, Tuesday.
Oh.
Is that right? Dates was
On Tuesday, yeah.
Tuesday. He's in the Beamer. That guy's Beamer.
Mm.
Do you understand the connection that we have coming back to you? Do you see the connection? Well, you don't see this connection here?
No.
So your brother, your blood brother, half blood, right,
No.
is in his Beamer on Tuesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are sisters with Jeremy. You have had some previous relationship with that same guy, right?
Last year, but
Okay,
I cut off.
okay, that's fine. And then on top of that, I have an Uber driver saying he picks up Chrystul and drives Chrystul down to his house the day before, on Monday. You follow that?
Yeah.
And shortly after that is when his car was missing.
I don't know nothing about that.
Okay. Would Jeremy have something to know about that?
No, I don't know.
We talked, like I said, we talked to Jeremy at length yesterday. And again, I'm telling you that Jeremy's very cooperative.
Okay, I know that.
He's kind of hard to understand sometimes. He was like is it because he's from Gary? He's got like an accent or something. It's like he says some words weird, like goss and a couple different words. Just it was hard to understand from time to time.
I really like your brother. Good dude. It was a really nice talk.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a little difficult at first because he didn't want to tell us certain things, but we talked for a long time and he did tell us some things.
Mm-hmm.
So that gets us back to that car. Is there anything you want to tell us about that car?
No. No.
Okay. Fortunately for us, again, and I don't want to get hard on you because I really like you. I think that you're a very sweet girl. And obviously it sounds like you've gone through some stuff in your life. Two girls picking you up and doing the things that they did to you. You've had a rough life. We were inside your residence today. We can tell, some of the living conditions. It's tough. We get that,
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately for us in our investigation is on Facebook yesterday, you Facebook Live and you even said that you gave the Beamer to your brother. So you're a sweet girl. We just need to know the story.
At the end of the day, Chrystul is another suspect under the spotlight. Her story keeps spiraling out of control. Moreover, the most damning evidence comes to light. If Chrystul was the victim, then why would she brag about committing a crime herself? With every word, the walls close in, and the detectives are determined to tear her version apart, leaving Chrystul at the center of it all.
We just need to know the story. We didn't know what happened.
And I'm going to be a part of it again if I say something. And then I'm going to get in trouble.
Well, the trouble part, let's just put that aside. The conversation, though, is we obviously have to understand so that we can explain that further. You know what I mean?
I know, but I did that the last time and I went to jail for no reason.
Well, what about those other guys? I told you that went out like that.
And this is a really big difference. Because what you went to jail for last time, That guy wasn't involved in that, was he?
No, somebody else was.
No, he said, this guy's a bad dude. He might come off as nice and give you money and stuff like that, but that's a front. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's not a good guy at all. And that photo I showed you earlier from the video,
Mm-hmm.
you're not the only girl.
Did you show these to my boyfriend?
No,
No.
that's why we're in this room and not all together in a conference room.
But we will be in a conference room later.
No, I don't think so. Well, I don't know.
Will I be able to talk to him? Can you bring me to talk to him?
At some point, you can talk to Dwayne.
Just not while we're here.
Right. Well, not while we're
like
talking.
this.
Also, if you don't talk, can I talk to him?
We'll see. Let's get to that point. I mean, our issue is that this guy, in our minds, had a lot of victims, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that were in your shoes.
All young girls, too.
We understand
All
that.
young. I think some younger than you. So we think this guy, while he might have been nice on his face and gave you money and did nice things, we think some of the things that he did to you weren't nice and probably had a bad effect on you, a hurtful effect. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
How did he hurt you?
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I say hurt, I don't necessarily mean physically, but if it was physical, how? Or if it was it mental? I mean, how did he hurt you?
Both mentally and physically. It was like he was eating me inside.
I can.
Now comes the tragic part of the investigation. After hesitating for a while, her story finally wears off, and unfortunately, it is not a pleasant one. She admits how she was a victim of unparalleled monstrosity. It is difficult to imagine anyone facing such a grim reality and coming out unscathed. But this was not the end of the darkness, and the parts of the grim truth that remained buried are about to be surfaced soon enough.
Only you get to fill in that part. And I know what right now, you keep doing I can see you get nervous every time we start doing this. You keep thinking of, the consequences. I don't want to get in trouble again like last time. I get that. But you can start putting this stuff together. Without your side of the story, there's only the side of the story that we come up with. The only side of the story that is the stuff that we can put together. We can put together Uber drivers. We can get to put together your cell phone moving. We can put together previous relationship with this guy. We can put you inside of the Beamer. But there's this area in there. There's this part of the story that we can't make things come out of your mouth. You have to tell us if something happened bad to you. This stuff has been boiling up in you. You told us that. We know that you've been a victim of this guy. Several girls have been a victim of this guy. He's not a good person. And what I'm asking you for is to tell us, did something bad happen on Monday?
If I say something, then I'm going to get in trouble. I don't want to go back to jail.
Let's not worry about the whole jail and trouble stuff. This is your life. We need to talk about what happened to you.
I was there. He had sent the Uber, and it was the girl that I said we was together. I had asked him if she could come with me, and he said yeah, it was fine. And then I told her that I was just gonna find her another way to get there. And then that's when I got there. He said that the door was gonna be unlocked because he was free in the shower. And then we was sitting there. And then he said that the police had came and raided his house because of this. And then that's when he asked me if I had him back, if they was gonna question me. And then I told him, yeah, I did, as long as my boyfriend wasn't gonna find out. And he said that he wasn't. And then I said, okay. And then that's when we started watching the movie. And he called for some pizza.
Okay.
And then that's when the girl had came. But I didn't, it was dark, so I didn't see where her ride came from. And then I let her in. And then that's when he was already drinking. He said he was drinking and it was some liquor. And then she started drinking. And then like I don't drink. I don't like that. I was just smoking. And then that's when he came over there and invited me. And then that's when he started touching me. And then like I didn't like that because like I told my boyfriend that I was gonna stop. And then that's when he started touching me, and then I had blacked out, and then that all I heard was gunshots, and then I had woke up, and then she told me to come on, and then we got in the car, and then we drove off.
Are you okay?
No,
Crystal's account was in pieces. It was blurred, inconsistent, and unsettling. She remembers protests and gunshots, but it's what she forgets or chooses to leave out that troubles detectives. Victims of trauma can often be affected with memory loss or have difficulties in remembering events. But the question is, how much of it is true and how much of it is she deliberately hiding? Her claim of self-defense, once plausible, starts to fray as the story shifts from survival to something more calculated.
It's all right. Were you there alone?
no. If
Well,
I say something, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna go back to jail.
you're not, we're already there though, you know what I'm saying?
Crystal.
But I don't want to go to jail.
Crystal, it's not fair to Tay if Tay was not there.
I don't want to go to jail.
Crystal,
I didn't do anything. I was just trying to protect myself.
that's self-defense.
This guy, you're 17-year-old girls. This man had no business touching you. 37-year-old man.
But then the judge is gonna look at it like it's my fault again, and I'm just gonna go back to jail.
Crystal, we have these cases all the time.
I'm scared to go back to jail.
What happened that you decided that you had to do this? What did he do to you that pushed you to do this?
Because I told him to stop. He kept touching me. And then my boyfriend was saying that he had gotta bring it so I could protect myself.
Where did you have the gun?
In my purse.
So you told him to stop and he didn't stop?
Yes. He kept going, then he had held me down. And then I had moved and I got it. And then that's when I told him to sit in a chair.
You told him to sit down?
Yes.
And then what happened?
And then I told him that I was gonna do it, that I was tired of him touching me, that I couldn't take it anymore. And then I did it, then I blacked out, then I woke up. And I just left. So I tried to call my boyfriend, he didn't pick up. And then I went there, I went back to my boyfriend's house, and then I get in the car with me. And then we went and get in the car to my brother, and went back home. I don't want to let me in trouble.
Wait, wait,
I didn't mean for it to happen like that. I just didn't want him to touch me. I didn't mean for any of that. I wasn't trying to do any of that. I just wanted to go away. He kept touching me. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. And then I just remember that I had the gun. And then I just used it. Then I blacked out. And I didn't know what to do. I was scared. And then, like, I thought somebody had first saw me, like, once I had left. So, like, I was waiting for somebody to come arrest me, cause I was going to admit to it, but like I was scared. I'm scared, cause like I don't want to go to jail, and like I didn't do nothing. And then like I don't know if he was still up or not.
When you say you didn't know he was up or not, what do you mean?
His eyes was closed.
How many times did you shoot?
I don't remember. It just happened so fast. I was just so scared.
It's okay. There's nothing to be scared of. How did you start the fire?
I had I was just thinking of stuff like, cause like I watched Criminal and stuff, and I was thinking of how to set a fire, cause I never set a fire before, so I was thinking of the ways. So I had grabbed some liquor. I don't know what type it was. It was a big bottle.
Was it clear or brown?
I'm not sure. I don't remember it.
Okay.
It was red, I think.
Red?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
And then I started pouring it everywhere. I started to panic, and then like I was trying to clean up after myself, like put the dishes in the sink and everything, and make sure everything was nice and neat before I left. And then like I started to panic because like I didn't know what to do because like that was my first time ever doing something like that. And then like I just thought that I don't know. And then I poured everything. I got a lighter, and then like I had set it on fire. I got some tissue or some towel paper and set it on fire.
Crystal's shaky words pointed to a deep-rooted fear. It left her with no choice. The fire, the liquor, the rushed cleanup. She tried to erase everything that had happened. But the flames she lit in that house were nothing compared to the ones now burning through her future.
When you say the two of you are arguing, what was the argument about?
About that I should respect him because that he paid for me, that he's been paying for me, so he owns me and other stuff. And then he said that he was going to tell my boyfriend.
And you were afraid of that happening?
Yes.
I can tell you really love Delane.
Yes.
So I imagine that would hurt him a lot if you were to hear that, right?
Yes. I just wanted this all to stop. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I got nobody. My life is gone. It's go bye-bye. I wanna start this.
In this case, I mean, there's other issues. We're just trying to get to the bottom of why at this time.
I just said he forced himself on me.
But you guys have been doing this for over a year.
I know, but like sometimes, like once I do that, I don't always feel comfortable with some people, and then he forced himself on me.
But
And
you said you liked him.
I didn't say I liked him.
Well,
Like,
when we first started talking.
I didn't like him like how I like my boyfriend.
Right. I agree.
Like a friend, like
Sure.
I didn't know like he was gonna force himself on me, and then like I just started panicking. I didn't know what to do, and then like I just did it.
But by the time that you decided to shoot him, you already have control of the situation, correct?
Yes, but I thought like he was, cause he's bigger than me, and I thought he was gonna try to do something. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
but you could walk out of the room, you have a gun pointed at him. He's not gonna do anything to you.
I didn't know what he was gonna do, cause.
Isn't he somewhat disabled with the club foot?
But like he was still walking, and I
How
just
close
got
were you when you
scared.
shot?
I was like, I don't know. I was like,
How close?
I was just like,
Near to you?
yeah,
This, like this?
yeah, but like, it was like, yeah,
You were standing over him?
I was standing next to him,
Like above him?
in front of him, like on the side, like on the side.
Like, yeah, to his side. So if I'm you, I stand right here. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about this?
And then the computer chair, like the desk is right there, and then he's right here, and then like I'm right here. And then we were arguing back and forth.
So stand up. And show me, point the gun at me. I'm him. How close are you?
Like this.
As the weight of her actions bears down, Chrystul's confession reveals more than guilt. It exposes a mind caught between fear and survival. Her words don't echo cruelty, but the chaos of someone who saw no other way out, blurring the line between victim and perpetrator. Yet this raw display of vulnerability stands in stark contrast to other, more unsettling aspects of her narrative. A public performance, a digital footprint that paints a very different picture of the hours before and after the shooting, hinting at a mindset far removed from that of a terrified, cornered victim.
I never told him.
Weren't you on Facebook last night, on Facebook Live, talking? You said something, and I don't know the exact words, to the effect that you killed someone before, and then you do it again, but only if they made you mad.
Oh no, me and my boyfriend we was joking around because like is stuff on Facebook about like exes talking to your boyfriend and stuff like that. And then like we was talking like outside of the camera, like I was paying attention to it. And then I said that if he was gonna talk to somebody else, then I was just gonna hurt him. And then that's when he said the same thing. And then that's when I started.
Do you think that's a really bad coincidence? A few days after you murdered somebody, that then you're telling people on Facebook, even if you're joking, that you murdered somebody?
I didn't tell nobody on Facebook.
You said that
On
you
Facebook
murdered
Live.
somebody on Facebook Live last night.
I don't remember that.
We were on Facebook Live watching you.
And we have a recording of it.
It's for like 45 minutes long. You go on for it. Flashing the gun in front of the video, saying that you killed somebody, and you do it again to make you mad.
Oh, that's because we was arguing with this dude, and then he said we was talking about I had brought some guns in it because he started talking about the baby that I had lost, and then but that wasn't the gun I had used.
I understand that. What he's trying to say is, do you understand how ridiculously horrible it looks like that you're
bragging.
bragging about murdering people?
It was just a joke. I wasn't talking about that.
You killed a person on Tuesday. You killed a person on Tuesday.
It's
And you're,
self-defense.
okay. You killed a person in cold blood on Tuesday morning.
It's self-defense.
I don't think so. But you killed a person on Tuesday morning, and on Friday, you're making a joke on Facebook about how you killed people in the past, and you'll do it again.
But it was self-defense.
I don't know. I've gotten past that. I don't think it is self-defense.
Okay, you don't got to think it.
I don't. It doesn't
You
matter
don't know
what
what
I.
happened.
It doesn't matter what I think. You know what's going to matter in front of? 12
Yeah.
jurors.
I know. Trial.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
You've been thinking about that, haven't you?
No.
Ever since this happened, you wanted to cover your tracks. That's why you set the house on fire.
No, I wasn't trying to cover my tracks.
Well, you said earlier you were. That's why you wanted.
I said that I got scared.
And you thought you could hide things like your DNA.
No, I wasn't trying to do none of that.
You said you wiped the house down.
No, I didn't. I said I put my plate up in the sink and set the cup in the sink. I didn't say I wiped anything down. I didn't say I touched anything.
I'm going to watch it again. Obviously, this is recorded, but it sounds like I thought you said you cleaned the house up.
Yeah, I
Wiped it
said
down.
that. No, I said I put my plate in the sink because he gave me a plate and a cup. And like I was trying to clean up after myself by putting that stuff up in the sink.
Okay.
To be polite.
Yes.
To be polite after you shot and killed somebody and started the house on fire.
You're going to tidy up.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're telling us that The house wasn't set on fire to cover your tracks, that your reason for killing him was
Self-defense.
self-defense.
Yeah.
So you haven't been thinking up an excuse in the past
No,
several days in case,
I haven't.
just like all the other things you told us tonight,
I know.
where you
I just
repeatedly
was
were
scared.
untruthful with us.
I know. I was scared. Because once I get out, someone's going to get me.
The nightmare approaches its end. Crushing weight of Chrystel's choices becomes her undoing. Confronted by the gap between her online persona and her fear in the moment, her claims of self-defense grow harder to believe. What was once a fight for survival now feels like a fading hope, swallowed by the silence of what's already been decided.
I was trying to defend myself. I didn't know I killed them. I just wanted it all to be over. I just wanted to go home. Nobody to pick up. I was scared. I didn't know what
You didn't want him
to
to
do.
tell Delane.
I didn't know what
You said that yourself.
to do. But I wasn't worried about him telling Delane.
You said earlier you didn't want him to tell Delane.
I didn't want to, but I wasn't worried about him telling him.
Why wouldn't you be, if you didn't want him to tell him, then why wouldn't you be worried about it?
Because he's scared of Delane. He said himself he was scared. He asked me if me and him got called by Delane, what would he do? And I said that he'll probably fight you. And then he asked me to describe how Delane looked and stuff, and I told him.
So why would a man who's fearful of your boyfriend then do something? Why would he, knowing that you're going to go and tell your boyfriend and your boyfriend's going to fight him?
I never told my boyfriend this.
But you could tell him, right?
I can't tell him.
Why?
Because then he gonna look at me different.
But you just said you didn't care if he told Delane. So a moment ago you said you didn't care if he told Delane, but now you're saying you can't tell Delane because he'd look at you different. Which is the heart right there. That's the heart of the reason. Chrystul, Josh told you earlier this is all being recorded.
I know
Okay?
it's being recorded.
It's being recorded.
I
And you're making
know.
yourself look foolish.
I don't see how.
Okay? Because you're saying the judge is going to see this. And you're absolutely right. And 12 jurors will see this.
I know.
Okay? You're making yourself look foolish on the camera now.
I don't see how, because everything I'm saying, y'all saying I'm not saying, and then y'all saying that he's saying this, and then he lying, and then y'all don't want to believe what I'm saying, but y'all can believe what he's saying. So I don't care. Okay? He tried to me, and I was defending myself. I didn't know I killed him. I just was trying to make him stop. I thought he was going to attack me, so I shot him. Then
Oh.
I didn't know I shot him twice. I thought I shot him
So you're
once.
looking up the camera now, right? Is this like a performance you're putting on for the camera?
No.
You like to watch all the courtroom dramas like you were last night on Facebook Live. Is this your performance for the
wasn't.
camera? This is your performance for the camera so the jurors can see it, right?
Okay.
Right?
Ask you a question.
What question do you want to ask me?
How long will this be?
How long what?
All of this. Like the booking process.
I don't imagine real long. I mean, it kind of depends how things are busy tonight, but
Will I be able to make a phone call?
Yeah.
Down here?
possibly.
The reason why I keep looking up at the camera is because, like, I know it's recording and I'm used to it. Sort of. Because, like, in my last interrogation, when they was talking to me, I kept looking up because, like, I knew I was being watched.
Mhm.
So, like, I was just making eye contact with whatever person was on the other side. But
I know I'm being watched too. I'm not looking at the
But-
camera.
I know, but like it's just a habit with me. And like I am telling the truth, like about everything. Like I just want this to be over. I'm gonna go to jail anyway. I was just waiting for this day. I didn't know that it was gonna be today, but I'm just ready for this to be done with. Cause like
What I was
now.
Chrystul, what I was saying earlier is that when you're doing this for the camera, You're making yourself look foolish.
Oh,
The judge, hold on, let me finish. The judge is gonna see through it, the jurors are gonna see through it. Because you've gone back and forth and twisted yourself around so many times.
because I'm nervous.
Hold
I
on,
don't
please let me
be
finish.
here.
Let me finish.
I just don't want to be here.
Are the jurors gonna look at you more sympathetically, knowing that you're lying and that you're twisting your words around and you told us repeated lie after lie? Or do you think they're gonna respect you, or you think they're gonna respect you more when you just flat out tell us the truth?
I don't know. I'm just scared. I just want to go home.
Through trembling denials and weary glances at the camera, Chrystul maintains her narrative that she only wanted to torment to cease, that her actions were solely for self-preservation. But the room's atmosphere grows colder, the silence more suffocating, as the detectives press their accusations of deception, suggesting a performance for future jurors. Her voice, fragile yet defiant, falters under the weight of her own contradictions.
Tell us what Delane told you he did during the time he's in the house.
Huh?
What? He's the one who you're telling us that he told you what to say when you confessed.
Yeah.
He told you all these details. Tell us right now what Delane told you to tell us during your confession.
He said to say that I had shot him, but he didn't tell me how many times, so I just said one.
Go on.
And he said to say that you had set the house on fire. And I said, okay.
Okay. You had a lot of specific details in your confession,
Yeah.
and now you're giving none of them.
I was making them up.
You knew specific things, though.
Things that were corroborated, things that were shown to be true by the evidence we had.
Because I remember stuff.
You told us you blacked out.
About what was in the house.
Where he's at, where he's located, how the fire started, all the specifics of the fire, huh? You knew exactly what you used when you set him on fire.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You told us that night.
And it matched with what we
I was
had.
making it up. He told me to make some stuff up, so that's what I did. I was doing
So
what he said.
You're just the luckiest person in the world. And the things that you used to make up matched up exactly with the evidence we had. That's incredibly good luck.
So you're telling us that he didn't mastermind and tell you all the details of what he did.
No.
Right. So let's get back to your original confession. You tell us all the specifics with details about all the stuff that actually happened. And you were right, because you did it. You knew where he was laying. You knew how you started the fire. You knew how you left. You knew all this specific stuff. Tons of it.
I lied.
Then you lied, like he said, you luckily knew everything that was correct. That's awesome. You should be playing Powerball.
I don't gamble.
No, you kill people.
No, I don't.
Well, you did.
I
And you
kill
set a fire.
cars. I don't kill people.
You can't even, you're smiling right now as you say that you don't kill people.
I don't kill people.
Well,
I
you
steal
have.
cars.
You went on Facebook and said you killed people.
No, I didn't. I steal cars. I never once a day in my life killed somebody.
Have you ever shot a gun?
Yeah.
Why were you doing that?
Delane asked me if I wanted to. I said I didn't care.
No, you were preparing.
No, I wasn't.
You just happened to do it right before he dies? Right before the incident?
No. I don't understand what you're saying.
When were you practicing shooting the gun?
Before, I don't know. I don't know.
Last year? 2 years ago?
No.
When?
In June.
Why?
because he bought a gun and he asked me if I wanted to practice, and I said I didn't care. So he went in the backyard. I never told him to buy a gun. He wanted to.
We've always thought Delane possibly is involved in this. That maybe he did get you the gun. Maybe you guys did plan to kill him together. Maybe all that stuff's in there. You've never given us that. You've never told us that. We're not saying that Delane maybe he's not guilty of something in this, but because it does look like he's training you to shoot a gun just days before you commit a murder with the same exact gun. Explain to me how you're going to tell a jury, no, I was just fucking around a few days right before this happened. Shocker, with the exact same gun. No, you were training. You were preparing.
Now, Chrystul sits quietly, her words barely above a whisper. The detectives closed in with edgy questions, highlighting her rehearsed narrative and how her lies now perfectly align with the evidence. The practiced gun, the fire, details only she knew. She answers faintly, claiming she was told what to say, that she didn't mean to hurt anyone. Their voices swell, hers diminishes, until the room becomes a courtroom, heavy with disbelief and quiet fear.
Okay, we kind of really skipped over a really big thing right there. Let's back up. He did what? Delane did what?
Pointed away.
Pointed what away?
The gun away from me.
Okay, and did what?
Shot Randy.
Okay, how far was he from Randy?
The way that I had showed you once I got arrested.
Refresh my memory. How far away?
Like this.
From you to Detective Zeller away?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then that's when I started to freak out, and he told me to get my stuff.
How many times did he shoot Randy?
I remember once.
Okay.
And then he told me to get my stuff, and then I had got my jacket. And then that's when he told me that he wasn't gonna be alone with this, and I just started to cry and freak out, and then he told me to grab the liquor bottle, and then he told me to pour it everywhere.
Okay.
So I did what he told me to do. And then he had grabbed his lighter and then lit the floor where the liquor was at.
Okay.
And then he told me to get in the car. And then we left.
Okay.
And then he told me to text my brother to see if he wants the car. And my brother said yeah. So we dropped it off to my brother.
Which phone did you use to text your brother?
My iPhone on Facebook.
Okay.
Told me to check him on Facebook because my brother don't got a working phone. Because he
Okay.
just got out.
Okay.
And my brother said yeah, and I need to hurry up and give it to him. And I had brought it to him. Then we left and went back to his house.
Okay. So you brought your brother about what time?
6, 7.
6 or 7 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So you're saying that this Delane shooting Randy happened about 20 minutes after you got to his house, to Randy's house. I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're positive?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now we know what time the Uber dropped you off. So that gives us a time frame of when this homicide happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now the fire wasn't reported until 4, I don't know the specifics, 4:30 in the morning. I guess I'm confused why the fire took that long to catch.
Huh?
Well, I mean, hours and hours and hours had gone by. 5 hours or so at that point. By the time the fire was reported, from the time, it might have been longer, from the time you got dropped off by the Uber. Why did the fire take that long to burn and catch and stuff like that?
It didn't.
Well, it did, because it would have been burning for about 6 hours roughly at that point before it was even reported. Now less than 6 hours, 5 hours, we'll say.
Everything that I said is like, because I don't know exactly when I got there,
Okay, but we know when you got there, okay, because we know that the Uber dropped you off. We have records from them. Okay. And you said this whole thing where Delane burst in, killed Randy, happened roughly 20 minutes after you got there.
That's what it felt like.
Okay. How long have we been talking?
I don't know, forever.
Okay. Can you just give me a minute?
Oh, yeah, yes. You realize you came down here and you said, I'm gonna be honest now. It's honest time, right?
Yeah.
And what'd you come down here and do?
Tell the truth?
No, you lied.
No, I didn't.
You said that you passed out or that you blacked out,
Mm-hmm.
which now now you're clear again, right? You're back to clear, you have clarity now.
You're giving us specifics,
You also told us,
which we need.
which was good. You also told me when you came down here, what did Delane do with you? He picked you up and carried you to the car because you had blacked out. And your last 10 minutes talking to Detective Buchanan, that never came up. You went and got in the car yourself.
Cooperating.
You came down here and said you were gonna
Why
be
not
honest.
cooperate from the start? That was
And
the
you-
whole point.
you lied.
Why would you say you blacked out? This is go time. This is time. Hey, Delane did this. This is exactly how it went down. There shouldn't be any of that blacking out stuff.
Now your details again. It's crazy.
Okay. Crystal, can you slip your shoes back on, please? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, all right? Detective Zeller and I talked. We kind of took in the information you just gave us. I want this weekend, okay, it's Friday. I want you to think about this. Okay, everything you've told us today.
Right.
Okay? Contemplate, think about what you have told us versus the original story you told us. Okay, back in June, where this was self-defense.
Mhm.
Okay? And if you want to talk about this again next week, send us another note.
Okay.
Okay? But right now, things are getting so twisted and muddled that I think you need some time to think about this.
Everything has fallen into place now, from Crystal's shaky claims of self-defense to the Facebook bravado, to her soft, breaking admissions, to her confused stories of blackouts and instructions. Every word has circled back to this moment. After hours of telling her story, all that remained was the truth and a girl crushed beneath it. The final revelation has come to light, and things won't end well for Chrystul. Chrystul Kizer was arrested on June 9, 2018, for killing the man who trafficked and abused her. Charged with homicide, arson, and theft, she faced lifetime in prison. In 2022, Wisconsin's Supreme Court allowed trafficking victims to use an affirmative defense. Still, in May 2024, Chrystul took a plea deal and was sentenced to 11 years in prison and 5 years of supervision. Her case removed a predator, but left behind complex questions about justice that may never, ever be answered.